Yeah.
Meow. Hey, everybody.
Everybody, welcome
It's a road to the Rumble.
to the
Ladies and
road
gentlemen.
to the Rumble. Let's get right into the desk.
Yeah, let's get to the desk. How's everyone feeling? I feel like we need some level of background noise.
I could just put something up. I'll just put up like whatever on my
Yeah,
little
the usual,
playlist.
the classic. How the fuck is everyone doing?
How is everybody doing? What's going on in here?
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
It's
It's
been a
been a minute.
while, but we are here and we're ready.
I don't think anyone was expecting this until we announced it.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
think
a
anyone was
this
expecting another wrestling event to come in here, but it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, and this is very funny. I think that just suddenly busting out a Rumble style wrestling event in the middle of like I guess at the beginning of October with like 1 week of build up at most is a funny move of us to do.
We were hoping to do four. We were hoping to do four. We were hoping to have this start being teased with the first MDickie stream, but we did on the last one, so it's gonna be some fun.
Yeah, instead if you're here, baby, for a very special stream. We have some exciting stuff lined up tonight. Two big matches. Well,
what's the starting match?
More than two matches. More than two matches. One of these matches is not a match. It is a series of matches, and that is the Fresh Off the Grill Tournament Series. If you have watched us over the course of this year, you know Fresh Off the Grill. It is our series where every month, with some exceptions, you know, if we're busy, but generally every month, we set one day aside and we play a bunch of games that came out within the past 24 hours, and we find some real hidden gems that way.
Some hidden gems, some real fun that we could possibly have.
This
match is going to be the best competitors from those games, because we have so many. And we know we have to have a fresh off the grill representative in the Rumble. We have so many.
Yeah, it's almost it's hard to narrow it down to one.
Yeah, there's like hundreds of them. So the solution that we have is we're going to put on this event, and we're going to have the best of the best from the Fresh on the Grill games that we've played in this half of the year to give them a chance, especially with the weight that the Rumble tends to have towards the games closer to it. They have a big chance to get in because the winner of this tournament is going to get a spot in the actual Qweave Rumble come next year.
A guaranteed Rumble slot to whoever wins this tournament. We hand-selected 16 of the most notable, the strongest characters from our Fresh Off the Grill series, and they are duking it out in a series of several matches to determine who is the absolute most powerful Fresh Off the Grill character. We also have one other big match for tonight.
Our second match that we have of the night is the expected one, the BLUNDER retirement match. You all know the Blunder. We all know the Blunder. He's been an icon of stream since 2021. So that's like...
He's been here for a long time.
That's almost 4 years. Like the entire time that we've had this stream, basically, the Blunder.
He's been here for longer than some of you.
And which is... it's sad, but like good for him. He's taken a step forward. He won't be wrestling with us anymore, and he wants to put on one final match. He is expected to be challenging Heavenly Crazy.
Yes, this is expected to be...
We have not seen Heavenly Crazy.
For a while now.
For a long time.
Yeah.
We don't know if he'll be here. But in case anyone's curious, we are broadcasting from a very concealed location.
From an undisclosed location.
The location of this match is very close to our chests, has only been shared with close... friends of the Blunder, friends of the QWL. We have a lot of people here. Lots of classic names in Qweave wrestling here. We were going to talk to a lot of them. Coach Emerson's here, the Beatles here. We got
everybody.
A great lineup. And in case anyone's concerned, we will not be having any of the AFL here tonight.
Yes, we have done everything within our power. As you know, if you have been watching our Wrestling Empire streams, you know we went on a deep journey with a man by the name of Salty to rat out who was the inside man, who was pulling strings behind the scenes, who was it.
And we haven't heard the specifics, but we dealt with the outside forces, and we have heard that he has come to a conclusion with the inside forces, and we'll find out what exactly that was.
Yeah.
But that aside,
who's ready for some wrestling?
I'm hoping to see Heavenly Crazy Night. Is everyone hoping to see Heavenly Crazy Night? You think he'll show? Can we get a poll? Will Heavenly Crazy show up?
Yeah.
Who wants to get into the first match? Bring up that lower third. Who we got for our first opening of the Road to the Rumble series?
For the Fresh Off the Grill tournament series, let's get into our first match of the night. If you've seen our Fresh Off the Grill streams, you're going to recognize a few of these faces. Let's get right into it.
If you haven't, maybe you'll get a teaser for it.
Here we are.
Again, concealed location. We are not in Kalamazoo.
Yeah, that is just the funniest name that I could think of on top of my head. So that is where we're saying we're going.
Oh, we are starting off on a high note.
Starting off on a high note, it's Whisker President.
Oh, he is a big boy.
Let me know how volume is, by the way, chat. Just a quick aside. Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. We got home like 15 minutes before stream started.
Yes.
So I've had to set a lot of stuff up very quickly today.
4 more years. Usually Joe Biden was a recurring first entrant in the Rumble, so this is very in spirit to have Whisker President showing up.
This reminds me a lot of a man by the name of Joe Biden, and he is just as eligible for re-election. Let's see how Whisker President does today.
Who's up?
But we have a few more entrants in just this one match alone.
It's Gerd!
It's Gerd!
It's Gerd from Gerd's Gig!
A working man, a working stiff with the highest visibility jacket that you've ever seen. It's Gerd. He just got off of his shift, just clocked out, and he
was
ready
moving a lot of boxes.
To rumble. As we know, Gerd, I do have to be honest, I'm looking at this matchup already. Gerd looks formidable to me. This is somebody who can lift a lot of raw building materials.
Whisker President might seem like a big opponent. There might be a weight disparity. You have to remember, Gerd was able to lift a whole, 5 boxes before continuing forwards.
His music's so quiet.
Who we got?
But who could be next? It's a vague shape. Oh, that's just Gerd. That's just Gerd in the ring.
Oh, that's Gerd in the ring.
He's so visible. He's so incredibly visible. Oh shit!
It's the pantsless possum.
From a possum pants. It's the pantsless opossum himself.
I am shocked that he's here. We did give him his pants at the end of the game. They seem to have disappeared again.
He appears to have lost his pants once again. And unfortunately, happenstance, it makes one question if he really lost them or if he simply disposed of them himself, because this is something that doesn't happen to most people more than once in their life.
He's very nasty. He's very, molded of clay. He's like a golem. He's gonna get some pants after winning. Well, you never know. He might get a belt.
Facts.
They would keep his pants on him, maybe. Oh, we are flying. We are flying. Who else is in this match?
Coming next, we have...
in the dark. It's Eggplant Photographer!
From Eggplant Snapshots. I'm curious about what the Eggplant Photographer's mission is today.
Yeah, he has to take a specific photo. I assume it's of the crowd.
I don't see why he would come out here just for this.
5 cheering wrestling fans.
Yeah.
The fanny pack plays. That's his camera bag. He's got his good camera in there. What's that in his hand? Oh, it's his mobile phone. It's his cell. Oh, he's taking a shot.
He's succeeding at his mission.
Oh, he's doing his mission, his objective.
Of himself?
Of himself.
Unusual. Not something you see often from the Eggplant Photographer. A few more entrants.
Thank you for the raid, Tia. You're just in time for the last couple entrants. James?
Oh!
Oh, shit. Oh, shit! From Weekday Night Lacrossin'!
It's James! Looking exactly as good as I remember him looking.
I love his song.
I might need to, crank this up a little bit. It's a little bit fake.
Yeah, turn that shit up.
You didn't know there's music playing? A lot of these
A lot of them are very
entrances.
quiet. Damn, he looks great, though.
He does look spectacular. Let's be completely honest here.
Monday Night Lacrosse is like a gem.
It's just
Weekday Night
such a
Lacrosse,
hidden
I'm
gem.
sorry. I kind of hope he wins it. I want to hear his song again. I think this is our last entrant. Oh!
Edge of reality,
It's the Melting Encyclopedia!
23 pounds, the Brain.
From Melting Encyclopedia, we have the Melting Encyclopedia. A beloved character. This is somebody who I think has a bone to pick with, from what I understood from that game, more or less all living beings.
Yeah, so this is kind of a huge competition.
I'm worried about somebody getting their legs or arms cut off over the course of this match.
Jesus Christ!
Transported into a body no longer just an encyclopedia. The Melting Encyclopedia's body is a little bit clunky, but it's sure to be powerful when competing with mere humans. James, who's just a guy that goes to Target, just entered the ring 5 seconds ago.
Is there another?
A little bit worried about how these competitors
Oh
are
my
going to
God,
hold
there's
up
another.
against a literal robot.
Who could be left?
And from your
my God!
darkest fears, weighing in
It's the
at
fitter! From Fit Right In!
the athlete.
From Fit Right In! One of the most despicable games we've ever played! A horrible game! A game none of us succeeded at! It's the Fitter!
Well, he's really good at fitting. He's not very good at fitting in, actually, but he's good at posing.
The Fitter might be very well tuned to breaking out of submission holds and pins. That could be some.
That's another
a
pose!
That's a pose from the game!
Notice it's the wrong pose to get in the ring.
Yes, another poor mistake from the Fitter. They clearly didn't get to the pose they wanted to choose in time and had to settle for something else. They most certainly
never-
lost that.
We've never seen him in, like, a combat circumstance that's worth knowing. Jesus Christ. They keep coming!
And their opponent from El
Oh, shit! Maybe it's the best game we found on Fresh Off the Grill.
Somebody who I
It's Chambers.
who I believe is our final entry for this particular match. Chambers from Chambers the Outlaw. Wonderful cowboy game for the developer of Golden Light. Maybe in a little bit over his head. Lots of strange creatures in this match who are not merely your typical Western varmints.
I kind of disagree, because you do have an opossum in this match.
That's about the only thing I think Chambers might be qualified to handle.
I think he could beat James. Whoa!
And is that our last entrant?
I think that's our last entrant. I think we're moving on. Yeah, here we are. 8-man match starting right off.
Eight-man elimination match. Balls count anywhere. 8 people are in this ring. Only one's gonna leave, and they're gonna move on to the finals for this
Remember, there
particular
are
match
2.
series.
There will be 2 8-man matches with 8 more Fresh Off the Grill contestants. Let's
All
see
right,
what's
let's see
starting
what's
off.
going on here. Chambers already going for a pin on Melting Encyclopedia, not quite pulling it off. And Whiskers
Mr. President going after Chambers. This is very fitting. The America always trying to shut down the humble cowboy, but Melting Encyclopedia showing why they don't use photos.
Gerd
Eight-foot photographer,
immediately
talent broken.
leaving the ring by, okay, coming back in. Melting Encyclopedia thrown out the ring.
Here goes Chambers going for another shot, this time on Gerd. Lots of confusion, but I think that hard hat's going to get the best of him.
I do think
Did hard
that's
hats
a
exist
distinct and
back then?
interesting advantage. A distinct and fascinating advantage that Gerd has in this matchup is that hard hat. There's only one other hat, or two other hats in this arena. Both of them are extremely soft on the head of James and on the head of Chambers.
Here's what's worth noting. James just took that hit. This is I think a teen. I think he's maybe like 17 years old and Gerd is taking it to him.
James, not necessarily in the best matchup for him, but I am a little bit concerned. When I look at everybody who's in the ring, I see a lot of, again, like I said, a lot of freaks, a lot of weirdos, but I also see James, whose main thing is he doesn't even succeed at buying the crossballs, but he does try.
Melting Encyclopedia really bringing it to Possum Pants right now.
An Eggplant
Photographer trying to get something going and is getting something going against maybe the only target he has a chance against, James.
That's what I was going to say. Eggplant Photographer, a vegetable, easily bruised. And, but Melting Encyclopedia doing a feint punch at Eggplant Photographer, trying to, like, freak him out. And Eggplant Photographer, clearly scared out of his mind, retreats into the ring, only to take a backbreaker from Chambers, the Outlaw.
You did notice that Chambers brought in this table as well. We're going to see if that comes into play.
It's just kind of sitting in the middle of the ring. A ring that everyone's kind of just outside of. No one is
there's a tussle on the outside of here. Wait! Possum Pants going for a pin! He's trying to steal one, doesn't get it.
James kicks out. Mr. President pinning. Gurn is out already!
Gurn's gone!
Remember, falls count anywhere. Whether they're in the ring or out the ring, a pin or a submission will get you out. There's no safe place in this match.
I can't believe it. Whisker President was
just
literally too heavy for Gurn.
Melting Encyclopedia under the ground and going for
He's going for it!
Encyclopedia kicks out.
Melting Encyclopedia is too good a game to get taken out by Whisker President.
James has been thrown into the side of the ring. He's just getting thrown into shit over and over again. He's not getting anything going.
Man. Oh, Fit Right In is doing a taunt!
Oh, no,
taunting on Whisker President! All he knows how to do is pose! And he's eating shit for it!
Oh, fighting back a little bit on the outskirts there, but taking a punch from Melting Encyclopedia as a reward.
Oh, he's gonna fit right into this fucking arm drop.
Here
he goes for the pin.
Oh my god! But where's the ref?
The ref was on the other side of the map.
Didn't have time to make that 3 count. Dives back in. Chambers going to pin the opossum.
But too slow. The ref has his work cut out for him. See, this is a point where you might be able to wait a bit. Wait, what's going on here? Chambers with the pantsless opossum.
Boot, you may
There's
have
the
had
power bomb. There's the pin.
You may have had a point about the opossum and Chambers. This is a matchup that seems almost fated. They're going for each other like no one's business.
Wait! Eggplant Photographer!
Did he tap?
He tapped!
Eggplant Photographer
just fit right in tap!
His small vegetable body could not resist the stunning force of the fitter.
And there's the full weight of Whisker President on top of James. Oh, he's getting ready for a pounce!
We have 3 separate little 1v1 matchups here.
This is where it gets interesting.
Melting Encyclopedia goes into the ring.
Reversal.
Pantsless opossum
There's a pin going on outside. We can't see it. No.
Mr. President kicks out of James's pin.
What's exciting is every single one of these people is someone I'm looking forward to see in this final. These are all really just great games.
Spectacular video games. I don't think there's a single bad game in the mix here.
There's a pin attempt.
The fitter saying to the pantsless opossum, fit your way out of this.
Do you see what just happened there? Whoa!
I gotta be honest, there's a lot of things happening here. A lot of things.
What happened there is the fitter had the pantsless opossum in a hold. And the ref was going to count him out with that pin, but a second hold happened, and you had to take his attention off, and it gave Pantsless Opossum. Whoa! Dodging the fitter!
Out of the ring, face first. Chambers celebrating, but perhaps a bit too early as James lurks behind him and doesn't do anything. I think James is a little bit out of his depth in this match.
What you have to remember is that despite his name, the fitter is very bad. The stop sign!
Just tossing it into the fragile skull of Mr. President. Kicking dirt on him as if he was a little thing in a litter box. Chambers doing the same thing. A little bit of inspiration.
Chambers getting something from under the ring. The shovel! That's going to be dangerous. Who's going for it?
Nobody.
Whoever gets that shovel has a huge advantage. James!
James
no!
Not
James
being
going
an
for the
opportunist
opossum.
in the way I expected to.
Let's see it. Let's see it now. No, he just wants to get some advantages here. He's
I'm going to be honest
slam.
Here. Quite interesting.
Into the ring.
Melting Encyclopedia, as is perhaps unsurprising from their status as an AI, artificial intelligence from the alien future, playing it very smart here, avoiding a lot of offense, diving into the ring when necessary. Taking a lot of breathers.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Look, and Melting Encyclopedia Yet
was a
again
big
alone.
hit.
Chambers getting
2.
pinned by Mr. President. Kicks out at 2, but barely kicks out.
Yeah, this is getting close.
And
Mr.
a
President,
possum.
same deal. The shovel! The shovel's right there!
Oh my god, trying to make Melting Encyclopedia tap with the giant bear hug. Fights their way out of it with some chops to the neck. Oh, big clap.
Wait, another pin? James!
James gets Connor! Not Connor, James gets Chambers!
Oh my god, I can't believe that of everyone, Chambers would go out to James. That's a complete upset. Then there were 5. This is slowly becoming a normal match.
Alone in the ring, tosses the opossum out and gestures, come back in here. But then he leaves anyway,
Whisker President almost on the stairs.
Going for another pin. But the ref is
Encyclopedia can't take this much. The ref is nowhere near. This is a 10 count and the ref's not even close.
Melting Encyclopedia should have been out a year ago. Kicks out at 1, but that wasn't 1. That was more like 15.
What a nightmare for Whisker President. And here's the fair with the shovel.
And
Whips the possum. There's the hit.
And we have 2 heavy hitters in the upper left and a bunch of freaks in the lower right.
This is crazy.
But Whisker President's offense is so dominating. What do you do about this?
Another 1,
pin.
2.
Encyclopedia does manage to kick out at 2, and that was a real 2 that time. But Whisker President seems to be readying some sort of pounce.
Oh, not James. Not James. He can't take much more of this.
A possum with the big neck breaking.
No pin attempt. Broken up by the fitter.
Onto the map with the fitter.
Now notice, here comes Whisker President. He said, Melting Encyclopedia took enough of a beating. I feel safe with it. Let me try someone over here. And it seems like he breaks the neck of the possum.
This
1,
might be it for the
2.
opossum. The pantsless opossum is gone. 1 big hit from Whisker President is all it took, and Melting Encyclopedia is taking the table that has so far not been used a single time into the corner, bashing the face of the Whisker President! Thrown into the barricade by the fitter. James looks to have eaten a bit of offense in the crossfire, by the way.
He is rough.
It looks like he might have a concussion or something. He's like grabbing at his head horribly. James not looking great.
If you're in this match, how are you feeling as any one of these people? There goes Whisker President going for another pounce. But he's taking too long. James doesn't give a shit.
If I'm anybody other than James, I feel like I'm pretty confident right now. If I'm James, I'm worried. I have a headache. I am fighting possibly the strongest opponent. Lifting him up.
Not even Gerd could do that.
He's pressing him. He's doing squats. Drops him.
Doesn't even bother to go for a pin.
Oh my god.
He sees Melting Encyclopedia.
Maybe I'm wrong. James seems to be feeling himself a little bit here, getting a rein on his offense after eating a lot of other people's attacks over the course of this match.
They weren't kidding when they said this guy had lacrosse balls, dude. He's going crazy.
And
double pin.
The fingers out. It's Melting Encyclopedia, Whisker President, and James, who has a shovel. All in the ring.
Waiting for it.
James not bothering to break it up. He wants this. He wants this to be 1v1.
He wants Whisker President.
I think that Melting Encyclopedia has the Whisker President in a hold. Whisker President manages to squirm his way out of it. Cats are pretty hard to restrain. That makes a lot of sense. And James rewarding Melting Encyclopedia with a shovel to the face, broken up by Whisker President.
2v1.
Oh my god! And back into the hold!
He can't get out! He can't wriggle out!
His big pause! But he gets out. Elbow to the face of Melting Encyclopedia's fragile LCD screen, and James!
With another!
He's just showing off! He's just showing off!
Exercising for that lacrosse tour, and he's gonna hit. Boom! Barely misses the table that could have been curtains. Missed the punch!
Right into the paws! Into the paws of Whisker President!
Onto the table! Onto the ladder!
The ladder! The leg of the ladder!
Right on the corner of the ladder!
A corner to the back of James and his fragile human body! His lacrosse balls have been damaged by the sledgehammer!
Here comes Mr. President. Here, Melting Encyclopedia reverses the hammer.
And taunting on Whisker President, who is now neutered. Just bashing him in the head and the body. Over and over again.
James trying to break it up, punch to the back. Clothesline, if he gets this right, hits the table.
Someone needs to go for a pin here.
He wants something, doesn't know what to do.
A lot of damage has been done picking up the shovel.
Good play, but a dodge!
Beautiful roll.
Huge dodge from Melting Encyclopedia, rolls away from it.
Into the ring post.
Oh, broken by Whisker!
In a misaimed, perhaps, clothesline from the Whisker President.
James has to pick who to go
James
after.
ends up getting Melting Encyclopedia, who's just suffering in the corner. James?
He's going for the pin.
Going for the pin at last. Been waiting for it for a while here. Kicks out at 2!
He can't believe it, and I can't believe it either. Like, we know these are heavyweights, but it's the sledgehammers, the tables, everything is involved here.
Oh my god!
A chokehold!
And the hold that Whisker President's been in 2 times at this point. James
He doesn't have the angle! James can't do it! He doesn't have the squirm!
Has been eliminated.
He can't wriggle out like a little kitty cat. He's a mere man.
A heartbreak for James, who brought everything here. Here comes Melting Encyclopedia. Powerbomb. The ladder is right there. Onto the
And
ladder.
that looks like a devastating
He's onto the
hit.
ladder.
A devastating hit to the Whisker President, who kicks out at 2.
Whisker President kicked out of having his face cut open on that ladder.
And Melting Encyclopedia looks like they have something in the chamber. It's the choke.
Here comes the choke. It's the same one. Whisker's been out of this before.
But he can't do
taps.
it again.
He can't. It's too much.
He
Melting
can't do it
Encyclopedia
3
takes it.
times.
Oh my god.
Melting Encyclopedia as the first winner of our Fresh Off the Grill series.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Referee does not want to eat that choke, as so many others have already. In a celebration.
That is crazy.
The Melting
Bring us back.
Encyclopedia.
So that is match 1 of the Fresh Off the Grill tournament series and the first match of Red the Rumble. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. I can't believe that James went on that run.
I thought
someone
James
who
would be
won't make
going
the Rumble.
first. I thought James would be
too.
going first.
And he fought hard against the 2 hardest opponents in that match. Whisker President and Melting Encyclopedia had that match. It was basically a contest between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And James kept fighting so hard. Anyone could have had that. If that any of those hits came up a second earlier, they could have had that.
Yeah, that was incredibly close. If James had
Heartbreaking
focused a
for,
little bit more on trying to get those eliminations, trying to get those pins instead of just pure offense, it was as if he was operating on the back foot the whole time, even though it seemed like he had the advantage for a while there.
Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
And I understand why he did that, but that mentality, if he manages to overcome that mentality, James might have a future in this place.
I will say, I'm very happy that Melting Encyclopedia won that one, because I think that is the game I'm most excited to play.
Melting Encyclopedia is the game I might just stream anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a good one to win. That's
Big
like
for
a
them, big
person.
for
If
them.
Melting Encyclopedia manages to win this, and not only win this, but win the eventual 1v1.
Yeah.
This tournament.
How's everyone
and
feel about that
then
match?
they managed to win the Rumble. I wouldn't even be mad about it.
How's everyone in chat feel about that match? Because
How are we feeling?
that was a good
Chad?
show. I'm looking for the second one because whoever wins match 2 is going to have their hands full
Melting
with
Encyclopedia
Melting Encyclopedia.
had a pretty dominant offense that entire time.
Really dominant.
Not something I expected, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, like I had high hopes, but the fact that it's just that they kept going. They're a machine. It like literally, but in a physical sense, they're a machine. They were able to keep up with everything that was dished out to them.
Oh, beautiful performance from everybody, really. Except for there were a few weak links there. I was a little bit disappointed in Gerd's performance. I thought Gerd's pure strength could overcome everybody, but it turned out Gerd did, as I say, just clock off of a shift, building an entire house over the course of one day. So I don't
so you
think
can't
Gerd,
really complain.
I don't think Gerd had gas in the tank to really go far in this match. It's unfortunate, but that is how it is sometimes when you're balancing a part-time wrestler, full-time construction worker gig.
Really tragic appearance for Chambers, honestly. I think he's the one who's going home the least happy.
I thought Chambers was going to be going somewhere. Chambers has killed a substantial amount of people.
A lot of people. Who got rid of him? Was it the fitter? I think it was the fitter. Eggplant photographer, yeah.
It was something really like, it was somebody unlikely. It wasn't
one of the
somebody
unexpected ones.
who you'd expect to get rid of
congratulations to Eggplant photographer, fitter. Despite the struggle that we had at their games, lots of really good play just all around.
Yeah, really impressive. Oh, Eggplant was second out. Well, I guess it was probably the fitter then. No, it was James. I thought James got rid of the chin. No, James tried to pin Chambers and failed.
Yeah, James had a lot.
A lot happened. I have a lot in my head right now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the second match of the Fresh Off the Grill Tournament Series, we can't forget why we're here.
Yes.
This is the retirement match for the Blonde Blunder.
Yes, exactly.
And aside, we all know the Blunder. We all love the Blunder. We put together a few interview series, a couple of live interviews, to get some sense about the Blunder that you might not have had before. We'd be happy to play the first of those clips now.
All right, everybody. Here's a little interview with some people who have fond memories of the Blunder.
Now, I don't know much about what the Blonde Blunder's done after wrestling school, but when he was in wrestling school, he was bright. Out of all the students I had, the Blonde Blunder, he excelled. He was one of the best ones. And when Heavenly Crazy showed up, he just got even better.
He was really good. And so I guess, like, we became friends through that, and then I met him at PAX the first time. I think that picture of him that I always use is of me and at PAX was like the first time I met him, I think. So I'm still constantly using that. I don't think he likes that picture, but I think it's funny, so.
He was a good kid. Didn't ruffle anyone's feathers. You know, one time the Blonde Blunder stayed late after a show he wrestled in just to help clean up. He's humble.
Or at least told me once, and I remembered it. Set your goals high because, you know, even if you don't achieve them, if you try really hard, you'll still be further along than where you started. That's a paraphrase.
I remember. There was this one time where he was working on some crazy move. He was always working on crazy moves, stuff I ain't never seen before. It's like a 360 moonsault or something like that. I don't know what the kids are doing in wrestling these days, but anyways, he was asking me for some advice. He just couldn't get it. And I said, Blonde Blunder, you just gotta look into yourself. Because I'm sure, out of everybody I've ever had, everyone who's ever come through my doors, you're one of the people who can drive yourself. Set your sights high. And that's all I had to say. Next thing you know, he did it perfectly. Became a part of his moveset, has been ever since. I give myself a little bit of credit for that, but really, it was mostly him.
Wow. What a wonderful collection of interviews from people who were really involved in the rise of the Blunder's success.
Some of the Blonde Blunder's greatest allies over the course of his entire career, his illustrious career.
Yeah. Close friends, his coworkers, obviously.
Friends, mentors, allies, the peanut butter gamer.
And they all had good things to say about him. So that's just, if that's what the people who he works for, the people who have basically all the authority over the Blunder have to say about him, that means a lot.
Gotta say, I'm really getting more and more excited for that retirement match as the show goes on.
I'm hoping Mr. Crazy shows. I really am.
I dig. That's what I think. I you know, there's that question.
The Blunder went to PAX.
Blunder's
he
a
hates
gamer.
That photo. He hates seeing that photo of him at the league booth.
Yeah, with the peanut butter gamer.
He hates seeing that photo. PBG.
He did go to PAX that one time. Speaking of games,
we have another match for you.
Want to see some more? Want to see part 2? The next entry in our Fresh Off the Grill tournament? Because I'm already ready.
I'm psyched. Truly, wholly and entirely psyched.
If you're ready, chat, say grill in chat.
Say grill?
Say grill. Again, this is 2 8-man elimination free-for-all matches. And the winners of both of these matches go 1v1 in a match that decides who
Did
will
we
get to
literally
go
not
to
say that? I think we
the-
forgot to say that that's how it works.
I think I like vaguely implied that's how it works, but didn't state it directly.
We've been calling it a tournament, but we haven't said specifically.
Yeah, people were like, "Well, there were 8 people in this match. What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Whoever-
didn't I say that?"
Whoever is winning this next 8-man match,
They're
will
gonna
be
take
fighting
on the Melting
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia. But who could it be? Let's find out. Back to definitely not Kalamazoo, Michigan. An undisclosed location you've never even heard of.
You know who it is. You know who it fucking is, dude.
Is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring from Concord, New Hampshire, weighing in at 228.
Only 2 shoes from erstwhile Manor. Boots' favorite
The
game
goat.
of all time.
This is actually my fucking goat.
Tony
I hope
Two
he
Shoes.
busts some heads open. Oh, look at this little
Known
dance.
for his powerful kicks and his 2 shoes and his colonial garb.
One of the most dead participants to ever compete in a Rumble, maybe right there with Shigeru Miyamoto.
I would be shocked
Whoa,
to see
Jesus
somebody
Christ.
more dead than Tony Two Shoes in this match. I don't think it's possible to be more dead than this guy. He's been dead for longer than I've been alive. Thank you, Confetti Penguin, for the 26 months.
Do you think that makes him less likely to try, the fact that he's already dead? He has a million chances left.
He has less at stake than the
He has
other
a lot less at
opponents.
stake.
And it's
He's here for
possible
fun.
that no one will even know how to fight such an incorporeal being. But let's see if that's the case with our next entrant.
And
Here's something.
Valhalla,
Oh no.
weighing in at
Oh no, it's Lizard Slayer.
The Lizard Slayer himself from seminal Epic Games exclusive video game Lizard Slayer.
No. He does have fire powers. I hope that doesn't come into play. There's no way he
And if
actually
he
has
uses
fire
his
powers.
fire... Oh, shit!
Oh no!
Oh, no!
He's got his magic blade!
This is something that I think this may present an unfair advantage in favor of Lizard Slayer. It looks like he has all the upgrades.
Now here's the problem. He's Lizard Slayer, he's not People Slayer.
That is true, and I don't expect to see any lizards in this match. I can't think of any fresh off the grill games featuring
I actually
lizard
can't.
protagonists. Oh my god, that was so loud!
Is that him?
That was he's wearing armor, man.
Oh my god.
The people seem happy to see him, though.
I mean, I'm happy to see him. We played this game a lot.
And
We
not
played
not
this
the,
game a lot.
Oh, an oddly fun game for what it brings to the table. I will
like-
admit. I will give Lizard Slayer that much credit.
Well,
But who's
who could
coming
compete
in
with
next?
Lizard Slayer?
I really have no idea.
I actually don't know who could possibly compete with Lizard Slayer.
and from Limbo.
Oh,
weighing
of
in
fucking
at
course.
200
It's the
Giant Killer.
Oh, he's just happy to be here. He is rolling in it.
From Gnome Expedition! It's the Expeditioning Gnome! It looks like
Well-
he found his way out of the forest's maze, and he found his
Well-
way right into the ring.
Yeah, you know where that maze led, and it's the entrance ramp to the Qweave Rumble. He is popping off
He
to be
seems
here.
excited to be away from the evil shadows of the maybe a horror game known as Gnome Expedition.
What the hell's going on? This is the fresh up. Whoa! Whoa!
Beautiful flip! An acrobatic match already, and we haven't even started the match itself. I gotta say, I'm excited to see what these competitors can cook up, and we're only 3 in the chamber.
Now entirely. Oh shit! Look at the lighting on the gnome.
He looks so fucking cool. Oh shit! From where have the global tops gone? It's the Magnificent Merle. One of my favorite fresh off the grill games.
I love this game. I love Merle. The Magnificent Merle is such a name too. He is carrying the vibe that brings with him.
But you have to ask yourself, is that confidence or overconfidence?
I think it looks like a reasonable amount of his fucking shoes. Dude, everyone is acrobatic in this match.
So
It's
I'm pretty
crazy.
excited to see what they're going to be able to do. Lots of powerhouses.
Seminal RPG Maker game.
Lots of powerhouses in that last match. This one looking a little bit different.
And from New York, weighing in at 101
It's
pounds,
Pipo!
People looks like they just came out of a hospital. We have an ambulance on the ramp. That might be...
Pipo! Looking amped to be here just as the expeditioning gnome was. And Pipo does have incredible strength. Peng is right in chat. Pipo can bend pipes, has the ability to do that. I don't know if anyone else can do that.
It looks like he's just been born. Yeah, that's a reasonable... I think People looks like that in the game, too, to be fair.
Dude definitely looks like he's from New York. And never says where he's from. It could have been New York.
Nice little jig. I thought the cane was for support, but he's
And
having
the
fun in here.
cameras are flashing. People are excited to see Pipo. I certainly am. But you know what I'm also excited to see?
Who could possibly be next?
I really have no idea.
And from the pit,
Oh, shit!
weighing in
Oh,
at
running
Dry
full
Bones.
speed!
From
He
Dry
had max
Bones.
momentum.
It's Dry Bones. He has his hook, and he's ready to go.
Oh my god! This game was sick. I'm happy to see him here.
He's excited because he might be one of the best games in the ring.
No entrance music, which they're getting the music. The music's not done in the video game.
Music, they'll add that later on. It's only a demo right now. It's so weird without music. Dry Bones' game famously did not have a peep of music. And people seem to be booing him. I think they don't like the lack of music. It's unfortunate how superficial people can be.
Absolutely.
Oh, and he's all limbered up, squatting. A power stance from Dry Bones.
And from New York, weighing in at
Jesus
228
Christ!
pounds,
It's Drago!
Hunter.
Drago the Demon Hunter from Drago Guardians of Eden. Two FNV type platformer games in this match.
That's gonna be an interesting matchup.
I'm curious to see, because I feel like Drago might have a bit of a grudge against Tawny Two Shoes, not only for being a competitor in the genre, but also for being a ghost.
A ghost is kind of like a demon. Jesus
A
Christ.
little demon-esque. In fact, there are a number of demons in this match. You could argue everybody in this match so far, except for Lizard Slayer, is kind of demon-esque.
Maybe that would be some friendship between the two of them. Dante who? Drago the Demon Slayer is one of my favorite games in Fresh Off the Grill. I love that game. I love any FMV game. Oh, he's locked in too.
Oh, but that's not the last entrant. I honestly lost count of all these people. I don't know who's... Oh, no.
Jesus Christ!
From Pyramid Game!
75 pounds.
It's the Pyramid!
How much money you think he has on Big?
Is he gonna make it rich? Or is he gonna die trying?
Famously, we are one of the Pyramid Game's 3 players, so we are a point of the pyramid.
I did open this game today. I'm still in the top 10.
It's crazy.
Looks like he has some important deals going
badass,
on.
yeah.
It looks as if he is putting it all on Big as we speak.
He's on that phone like, put it on Big. Put it all on Big. Every dollar I have, put it on Big. Diamond hands.
We're gonna see if that investment pays off for him.
I think this is one of my favorite looking wrestlers that we've ever done. Like, he just looks badass.
Dude, the big tattoo.
The big tattoo, the glowing pyramid eyes. Pyramid hands for
Pyramid
real.
hands.
Sandstone hands. Oh,
Alright,
and we're
looks like
off.
that's everybody. Let's see who has what it takes to take on the melting encyclopedia themselves. Lizard Slayer with a kick to the
it's
knees.
a slaughter.
of the Expeditioning Gnome, and Merle getting the Lizard Slayer wrapped up in their powerful legs, immediately stomping on his armored torso.
This is no one out of the ring yet. It's just this tight little madhouse. Magnificent Merle is smart. He knows what to do.
Merle
Get a
first
space
to
on
leave,
it.
but also first to re-enter.
Oh, this is vile. This
Taking
is
some
vile. Dry
chops.
Bones. Dry
Chops
Bones
and
moving
kicks
fast.
from Dry Bones. And Lizard Slayer in the corner. Dry Bones capitalizing on the Expeditioning Gnome's focus on Lizard Slayer with a beautiful
Now-
little like tilt-a-whirl onto the floor.
The Pyramid knows something about risk assessment. He saw this shit happening, stepped out, stepped in, took the lightest opponent.
This is true. That's kind of the big question of this match. Will the Pyramid's knowledge when it comes to economics translate to knowledge in the ring?
And it seems like it because he's
Seems
lifting
like it.
this gnome and crushing him.
To be fair, the Expeditioning Gnome is
One,
like 3 feet
2.
tall. The
Ooh.
pin broken up, and I don't know if that was the gnome kicking out or if it was just the overwhelming amount of men around him breaking that pin up. Big punch in the face of Drago.
So far, Pyramid has attacked the skeleton and the gnome, so he seems to be targeting small opponents. Maybe his bet is on if one of the bigger opponents will win, which would have to be him or Demon Slayer is the big profit.
Demon Slayer?
Not Demons, not Drago. What's his name? Lizard Slayer.
Lizard
I'm sorry.
Slayer?
That's a fair mix-up. They both do slay.
This is true. There are 2 Slayers in this match as we speak. But Lizard Slayer taking some offense from the intelligent, magnificent Merle outside of the ring, right onto the mat.
Here's Dry Bones with a big hit. Magnificent Merle is setting up the stairs for something.
I do have to be honest, every single time that I have seen the Expeditioning Gnome in this match, he's been getting damaged, been getting hurt, and this little, I look like a
Wait,
knee
the
to
Pyramid is
gut.
climbing to the top. A full flip onto Tommy Two Shoes.
Tony
No ref.
Two Shoes eating a big hit. Someone's
That's it.
eliminated. Who was that?
Tony, that was Tony.
Tony out already.
The ref was counting from outside the ring. Tony is gone.
Already.
That's tragic. The Pyramid cashing out.
Grim ending to Tony Two Shoes' debut.
He didn't even get to do his
Wrestling
iconic
League.
kick.
But I am going to be completely honest here. Tony Two Shoes, he is going to live forever. He's going to have a lot of chances from here on out. Oh my
People
God!
outside of
How's
the ring,
People
onto the concrete, onto the concrete with
People
Drago.
treating Drago like light work. And taunting, it looks like he's taunting the only other RPG Maker competitor
I
in
think
this
there's some
match.
beef.
A
Oh,
little
there's
bit
Dry
of beef,
Bones.
but Dry Bones breaking up that beef before it has a chance to develop, pinning People outside of the ring, but People kicks out.
I think there's some beef between Peepo being a puzzle RPG game and Dry Bones being an action platformer. I think that always causes some bad blood.
That is true. This is a menus versus parkour matchup, the likes of which we've never seen. There's just chaos going out here. Merle in the Pyramid, slamming Expeditioning Gnome. The back of his
Did you see?
fragile soft spot into the table, and People being pinned by Dry Bones. 1, 2, and 3.
That's
He's
it for
out.
Peepo.
Peepo with a short but
wins this time.
memorable debut.
I was hoping that anyone else saw just how fast that Dry Bones wrapped around to get Peepo in that grab. It was full speed.
And this is a fast competitor. We've never seen someone as fast as Dry Bones before.
There goes
Oh
the
my
Pyramid
God.
against Drago.
Pyramid and Drago, an interesting matchup. Drago is a demon hunter, and one may
Whoa!
say money
No!
is the root of all evils. But Dry Bones in a hold.
RPG Maker Revenge.
breaks
Gets
out
out of it.
And Pyramid been pinning Drago for a while now. Doesn't even get the 1 count.
Yeah, the ref wasn't over. Is that the gnome going for a hold?
The gnome appears to be trying to choke Lizard Slayer out.
Lizard Slayer has dealt with many opponents that are
And
like
I
this,
don't
though.
know if you're seeing how dominant the Pyramid's offense towards Drago
He is insane.
Going for another pin.
I think there's a count off screen.
2, and Drago
Kicked out.
kicks out.
Another pin.
Dry
He's
Bones
trying to
pinning
eliminate the
Merle.
other RPG Maker.
Oh my God! Parkour seems to have thoroughly beaten menus as far as games go. Both
The
RPG
only- you know what?
makers.
The only menus game left is the Pyramid.
That's true. That's true.
So that means that There's a big triangle-shaped target on his back, and here he comes!
Dry Bones actually walking right to the pyramid. He has his sights set already.
Avoiding the gnome.
Pyramid pinning the gnome, but the ref seems to be far.
The
Wait,
ref is elsewhere.
I heard a 3 count.
No,
I heard
he was
a 3
there.
count.
That's it, the gnome's out. We're down to our final 4.
It's
Drago,
moving fast
Lizard
here.
Slayer, Dry Bones in the pyramid. And there's that beef again. Menus versus parkour, back at it. Oh, just drops him. Pyramid doesn't give a shit.
Pyramid pinning Dry Bones. His Menu's gonna take no, not gonna take
Not
a W
yet,
over
not
parkour today. Not yet, at least. By the way, upper right, we have an interesting matchup. Lizard Slayer and Drago, 2 of the only vanquishers of evil, going after each other, which is quite surprising as, to be honest,
Dry Bones is here.
Bones and the Pyramid both feel fairly evil.
Onto the
my
table!
God! The slam to the table from Dry Bones, a pin, and Drago watching. Pyramid kicks out at 1.
Almost got hit with that stop sign. 2 huge counters that might have just saved Dry Bones' whole
Oh my God!
Road to the Rumble
Pyramid.
experience.
Pyramid with a dominant performance so far, taking a lot of hits.
Big hit. Big hit. He's going for Drago.
And Lizard Slayer is just doing some fucking shit up in the corner. I don't even know where he has the stairs, I guess. All right, slams it in
Take him to
the
the pyramid.
face of the pyramid. Drago's
can't-
gone, I think. No, Drago
You can't
kicked
build
out.
a pyramid without some steps. Drago kicked out. There's a
This
kick.
is true.
Oh, right on his neck. You heard the bones crack. The ref is sprinting over. 2.
I think that was a kick out from Dry Bones. It's hard to tell. The camera's quite focused on
Dry Bones
Pyramid.
definitely kicked out. He definitely
Oh
kicked
my
out.
God, just showboating as Pyramid demolishes the Lizard Slayer, who kicks out at
But he
2.
kicks out. Yeah, remember, Pyramid is betting on big this match, or we're expecting to be betting on big. The fact that he is eliminating Lizard Slayer at this moment means that he expects that he'll be the one to win. But here
is
comes
true.
that table.
Big boot
Nothing from Dry Bones.
to the... Oh, wait,
Dry Bones fights out.
Breaking out of it, a nice reversal from Dry Bones.
A little bit of a tussle happening.
Eating a big clothesline from Drago, but Drago is occupied with the Pyramid now.
And there goes the
Tossing him
pyramid.
into the barricade.
Wait, a pin attempt.
And
Kicked out
Pyramid
on
kicks
1.
out. It's not going to be that easy, is it? Dry Bones being
Here goes
carried
Lizard
by
Slayer.
a Lizard Slayer. And
Oh, he's giving it his all. 2
oh my God,
pins.
Lizard Slayer slaying a villain.
Kicked out. This is so incredibly close on all parties. Pyramid is finally taking damage.
And Lizard
Dry
Slayer-
Bones is on a streak.
Lizard Slayer can't get off of the ramp. Dry Bones has him kind of locked down.
Oh, he was gonna go and set something with the steps, but
Drago apparently
Drago's
remembering
ready.
his
Drago's
job.
ready for it.
Remembering that he's a demon hunter.
Into the ring he goes. The big boys are back at it.
Oh my
There's a
God.
big hit.
Lizard Slayer breaking out, but big
He wants the pyramid to himself.
Stairs
He
to-
wants the pyramid.
Stairs to the back
3
of the
steps!
head of the lizard. Everybody, one after another. Everybody gets stairs to the face from Drago. But Drago in
who
the
wants
submission
some?
hold from Lizard Slayer now.
There's no way you let it go. There's no way you let it go like this, Drago.
And Dry Bones and the
He
pyramid.
breaks it.
Ref under the table. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Into the ring, get some space for himself.
All right, Lizard Slayer is back
Dry
in the
Bones.
ring. Everybody else outside.
Backbreaker. Goes for a backbreaker on the pyramid. Nothing for it. Gets thrown in the ring. Oh, attempts to throw him back in the ring. Gets caught on the steps.
The stairs are blocking anyone's attempts here.
That's going to be
Drago's
huge.
Picking up that stop sign on the other side. Looks like he has plans. The kid's a little bit caught up. He seems to like spinning around.
Oh, he breaks it. He really has beef with the pyramid right now.
Oh, but Lizard Slayer
They're
and
teaming!
the Pyramid working together. And the
Mutual.
Pyramid going for a pin. This might be it for Dry Bones. No!
He gets out. After
Kicking
that.
out. I'm really impressed at the resiliency of everybody in this match. I gotta be honest, Dry Bones, he dies in one hit in his game. Oh, but that might be it. It looks like he grazed those steps a little bit. But the pyramid's
remember,
caught up on Lizard
Everyone's
Slayer.
just too caught up with each other. Here's the steps.
Oh!
No! Dude, I think that pierced the
hit.
armor.
Devastating
I think that pierced the
hit.
armor.
That might be the first hit Lizard Slayer is really feeling.
Hit onto the stop sign. The pyramid takes down Dry Bones.
And Lizard Slayer wants some revenge on Dry Bones. I can't blame him.
Yeah, after a hit like that. Almost in unison.
Going for the pin. Lizard Slayer.
That has to be it for Dry Bones.
2, and 3.
That's it. Lizard Slayer has been punished, and he dealt it back.
To be fair, a great showing from Dry Bones. Drago, Pyramid.
Almost getting the pyramid.
Kicks out.
Pyramid is showing signs of death here. This
Slayer
could
getting
rapidly become
flashbacks of
it.
the giant lizard boss. That is true. Lizard Slayer is one of the only people in this ring who we've seen really practice that defense, practice that back and forth, and he pins Drago. It's the Lizard Slayer versus the Pyramid.
If you bet on big, you bet right.
Big versus big. Who's gonna win?
There he goes down. Here comes Lizard Slayer.
Onto
the concrete.
Onto the concrete right in front of the ramp. This is not a place you want to be, especially if you're unarmored.
Gets him out there into the turnbuckle.
Not even the turnbuckle, the ring post, which is a lot worse. Not something you want to be thrown into. And there aren't a lot of things you want to be thrown into, but that's especially one of the things you don't want to be thrown into. What was that? Unceremoniously drops the stairs onto the legs of the pyramid. Not even really going for an attack with them, just kind of dropping them.
He wants it all.
Yeah, that was disrespectful from Lizard Slayer. And that's it.
It's Lizard Slayer. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He basically taunted on him there.
That is insane. That is fucking insane. Yet another one of our most played games winning. It's crazy because I feel like Lizard Slayer and Melting Encyclopedia are two highlights of the two sides of Fresh Off the Grill.
This is
one
true.
Phenomenal real game.
The best of the best and the best of the worst.
The best of the best versus the best of the worst. That's crazy. That's I can't believe
really
that.
Just spectacular match from these people. Oh my god.
Commentary.
And a wonderful victory. Wonderful victory from Lizard Slayer. Not something I expected to see, if I'm being completely honest.
I did not. I would never in my life have called Dry Bones to be in top 4. I almost never would have called Drago to be in top 4. Drago, Pyramid, Dry Bones, and Lizard Slayer all really putting in the fight of their lives for this one.
Once the menus games were mostly disposed of, there was the strongest menus game to ever be conceived of, I suppose, was the only one left. It was as if the Pyramid absorbed all the strength from the eliminated menus game and used it to power his game up. Meanwhile, our core, Dry Bones, with an excellent performance. I understand any disappointment about his elimination, but if we're being completely honest here, like I said, Dry Bones dies in one hit in his game.
Yeah.
Him lasting that long, being that resilient, was a bit of a miracle in its own.
It is almost crazy that he fought as hard as he did. What was everyone's thoughts on that match? Chat, sound off. How do you feel about Lizard Slayer being our lead, being our winner of that one?
Yeah.
Did you expect it going in? Because I sure as hell didn't.
It looks like we're looking at a final matchup for the Fresh Off the Grill series of Lizard Slayer versus Melting Encyclopedia.
Which is just a big heavyweight matchup.
Like I said, best of the best versus best of the worst, and not only that, but past versus future, fantasy versus science fiction.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I would call that an upset over the Pyramid. The Pyramid looked like he was unstoppable. I have to say, without Drago, I don't know if Lizard Slayer would have had that, because Drago brought it to the Pyramid through and through.
I have to agree. I think that Pyramid was definitely... Pyramid was loosened up by a lot of the other competitors. Lizard Slayer just managed to get there at a good time.
Yeah.
But one could say that's all wrestling's really about.
No, absolutely. But it's going to be interesting to see how that translates to not this 8v8 free-for-all 100 people in the ring type match,
A
but to a 1v1.
Yeah, that's what I'm
A
saying.
fresh 1v1 with two opponents who have just
Yeah.
basically gassed themselves, giving everything they can, because this was not an easy win for either
I'll
of them.
also agree with Cat Trick. It is Nerd versus Jock. True, this is Brains versus Braun as well in this last matchup. But we're not getting
Before
right
that,
into this matchup.
to give our fellow competitors a break, we have yet another video talking about the Blunder himself. This time, we asked some of our wonderful friends throughout the ring about their time with the Blunder and what it has meant to them.
Let's take a look at that right now.
What has the Blunder done for me? Everything. When I became a failure, I thought it was over. We were outcasts. We were hated. Our friends they were all scared of us. But the Blunder, someone that big, someone that important in this industry, he still saw us as the people that we once were.
What did the Blunder mean to me? Well, he showed even us little guys can get it done. We don't get many chances in this world. When we do, we have to take them.
When some of the other failures started dying off, rest their souls, everyone told me to retire. And sometimes I thought they should. But they were telling me to give up on what I loved. Give up on everything I had left. And the Blunder, he got that. He never told me no. He told me not without my help. And now I'm doing it. I'm still competing, and I have a little bit of my whole life to hold on to. Without him, I really don't think I would.
Hey, what's going on here?
Wait, hold on.
What's going on here? Hey, what's going on?
Do we come back to the desk or
Go back to desk.
okay?
Something's going on here. Something's going on here. Do we have backstage feed?
Do
we have backstage feed?
Hold on. Can I get somebody on the
Where's
fucking
Rory?
phone,
We're looking
please?
for Rory. We're looking for Rory.
Let me. Hold on. Let's just. Oh shit!
Is that Salty? Why would he be attacking Rory Awesome? Rory Awesome is a beloved Qweave Wrestling League champion.
Awesome's right in his name.
Competitor. He's awesome. Salty did say that he found the mole. Is this the mole? Is Rory the mole?
He spent a whole entire just a long bout in the Qweave Wrestling League trying to find the mole.
Oh my god!
Was it Rory the whole time?
I thought they had a wonderful relationship.
I remember them. I heard Rory talk about how he liked Salty.
They share a room together. And Rory is going for a steel chair.
For a chair, Salty. No.
No way! Oh my god! Not under the pavement,
God,
Salty.
not
No!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Dude, this is not how it was supposed to go. But also, I guess, if this is the mole, I guess it's what has to happen. This is what has to be done for the sanctity of the Qweave Wrestling League.
There's no way. Salty, Rory wasn't supposed to. This is nonsensical. Oh my god!
Oh
this
my
full metal
God.
body.
The weight of his metal body, I can't even imagine.
But Rory, you hate to see this happen to Salty too. This is tragic.
And you know, I don't think any of these, I don't think either of them are happy about this.
I don't know what Rory's doing in this part of the ring by the doors, but there's no way that the AFL will have any idea where this event is.
It's possible Rory was just running late to his interview. Maybe he was getting a drink from the $15 Omega.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh my god, no!
And Rory going a little bit too far, I think, but I don't know. Maybe the fact that he's fighting back instead of just explaining himself is proof that he was who we were looking for.
I mean, if you're getting attacked by someone, no matter how much you care for them, you're not going to just let them beat you over the head.
It just feels like Salty's not even in it. He keeps just colliding with him. He's not even
We know Salty's better than this.
I can't talk about this like it's a match. I can't say, oh, wow, great reversal from Salty. Great hit from Rory.
No! No!
Onto the concrete.
And he's not done.
Oh my god, and Rory sounds like he's really suffering here.
We saw Rory talking to the Mole Maniac the other day. Because Rory is he's one of the champions.
Yeah,
Rory has a championship belt on him of the Qweave Wrestling League.
This.
Does it go that far to the top?
Oh my god.
No!
Jesus!
Salty, fight back!
Salty!
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 Oh my god!
God, and all those hits to Rory. It's almost not fair. Just tossing him backstage like he's nothing.
I think we need to block entry or exit from the road to the Rumble. We can't have anything else. We need to run a thorough check.
No one gets in or gets out. Until we figure out what's going on, at least.
I think that we need to remove any wrestler not involved with an event.
We're gonna get some... We're gonna get some...
Oh my god!
We can't even show what happened to Rory. Let's just... let's not look at that. Let's not look at that anymore.
Oh my god!
I'm
going to put a note through. Anyone who is not one of our historical commentators, any interviewees, anything like that, we can't let them in. We will not let anybody else into the Rumble. We have to have an exception for.
I mean, we
for
have
Heavenly Crazy.
all our
if he
interview
shows up.
subjects. We have Heavenly Crazy. I think that's it, really.
We need to run a thorough check of everybody. We're going to be running this. We'll be going through. I'll step away and do that. Qweave, talk about a current match. Talk about a current match.
Well, we have. Let's just you know, try and think about something a little bit more exciting, a little bit better than that. We do have the finale of the Fresh Off the Grill tournament series.
I'm not going to let that weigh down the Rumble. I've texted some messages. Security's there. We're double checking our refs.
All right.
Heavenly Crazy is not an invite. Heavenly Crazy has a direct invite.
We
don't know what we're
Heavenly
going to
Crazy
do if he
come
doesn't
here.
show up.
He just, yeah.
The Blunder is very adamant that he will show.
But we'll see if the Blonde Blunder's right there, because I'm going to be honest. We expected Heavenly Crazy to show up at the Rumble this year, earlier. And
Heavenly Crazy did. He bailed on the Male Maniac.
Yeah. Heavenly Crazy, he's been spotty lately. I don't know what's happening with him. But...
We don't know where he went. That was supposed to be a Dr. Price versus Dunks Frogman match, and the Mole Maniac showing up was a huge upset. If Heavenly Crazy had showed up like he was intended to, that could have been something huge, but he never came.
Yeah. Ugh.
I think something crazy is going on. Pardon my wordplay.
I think we have to move on to something beyond speculation, something we know. Concrete facts. These two opponents are in the arena right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the grand finals of our Fresh Off the Grill tournament.
We have Melting Encyclopedia versus the Lizard Slayer. Who is going to take this match, this final match in the Fresh Off the Grill universe?
We know the competition. We know the competitors.
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 Melting
That's the word for it.
Making his
Melting
way
Encyclopedia.
to the edge of reality, weighing in
Entering
at
first,
223
unsurprisingly, won the first match.
The Brain.
The Brain.
The Brain.
I mean, who's really surprised?
I wouldn't be surprised if Melting Encyclopedia had a level of knowledge on all of their opponents before that match even happened.
Melting Encyclopedia has been to 1,000 different dimensions, and you expect them to... Oh, don't point at me like that. Don't point at me
not
like that. I'm
again.
talking you up. I'm talking you up, Melting.
Yeah, we're trying to be a little bit positive here. We're looking for a change in tone after that horrible display backstage from Salty and Rory. Something I just don't want to dwell on, but it's hard not to dwell on it, isn't it? I really, I don't know. I'm hoping for a good, honest match between these two. I think that's all we can really hope for at this point. And from what we saw
And his opponent from
in their tournament entries that got them here, got them to this finals,
Warlord.
I have no reason to believe that this will be anything but honest. Notably, Lizard Slayer shows off his fire magic, but he didn't use it, even though he
Yeah.
could have. He could have made his life a lot easier with it.
You have to remember there's no lizards here. If anything, this is training for lizards.
This isn't even
He
a
wants to-
fantasy beast like Dry Bones or Tony Two Shoes were.
He wants to beat Melting Encyclopedia for training to kill more lizards, is my expectation here.
Yes, this is not a blood match like it could have been. Now, if there was a lizard in this ring, I'd be a bit worried for them.
Were there
No.
any lizards in
I don't think that there has ever been
in
a
any
lizard.
game that we've played? Have we played one lizard game?
I don't think so.
I think we did. No, we did. We played it was like the Google Jump game, except it was a lizard.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily
Maybe
that
there's a
guy's
reason
not
they aren't
here.
competing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
if he
that
was
it
here, it'd be a shit show for him.
may have been smart of them to stay out of this match. All right. Looks like here we are. Match between two powerful competitors, Melting Encyclopedia, Lizard Slayer, both of whom have won a match already. We'll see who gets to maintain that streak and earn a spot in the Qweave Rumble next year.
I was going to say big opening for Melting Encyclopedia, but they're really just trading blows. As I say that, a big hit from Melting Encyclopedia. A
Hit
bit of a flex here, too.
Right to the knee, and as we've seen, Melting Encyclopedia, unlike everybody else we've seen, very submission-based fighter, very technical. Most of the time, when it comes to our matches, we're looking at powerhouses. We're looking at these people who are doing big hits. They're going for that pin. They're doing raw damage. That's not Melting Encyclopedia's MO.
Yeah, not remotely.
But Lizard Slayer, it
Oof.
is his MO.
And it seems like it's working really well for Melting Encyclopedia. Lizard Slayer is not able to get that like fiery offense going because Melting Encyclopedia is just reading him.
Thanks for the 11 months.
Oh, it's a thrashing. Oh, it's a thrashing.
Just going for this, that choke against the ropes from Melting Encyclopedia over and over again. And going
Not
up
from
to
the
the
top
top ropes.
Getting up.
Lizard
Getting
Slayer
up, but he's
has
still
gone in
dazed.
the
Oh,
offense
no.
here. The double axe handle. Right to the helmet and just a little, like,
No way.
Melting Encyclopedia is just toying with Lizard Slayer here. It's not even a contest.
This is
It's a slaughter, man. It's a slaughter. Going for a pin already. Kicks out
And he
at
kicks
one.
out.
Kicks out at one. If there's anything we
Melting's not
learned
done.
from that match Lizard Slayer was in, that was a resilient bunch getting a little bit of offense, but whiffing that follow-up, eating a kick to the gut from Melting Encyclopedia. Oh, nice reversal, though. Strike to the back of the knee.
a second to the head.
Sliding drop kick, but doesn't get to follow up again.
Lizard Slayer keeps whiffing moves.
He's not accurate. He has that
A dodge.
power. He has those individual
counter.
hits, but he doesn't have anything else.
Oh my god!
He's spending most of this match on the mat, on his back, and he's cradling his knee. It looks like he might have taken a little injury there.
This is an absolute fucking slaughter. I don't think any of us expected this.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! And we know both of these opponents are very good. But this is just brutal. Oh my god! It's... Our submission!
Jesus, what's he doing to his leg? What's happening to him? A human body is not supposed to be in these positions. This is not supposed to happen to somebody.
And he's still out.
That might be the first submission hold I've ever seen that looks like it actually would really fucking suck to be in. I would hate that shit.
Lizard Slayer having some momentum. Oh, but a kick to the head!
And worth noting, this is not falls count anywhere. You have to do this shit in the ring. Lizard Slayer going for a little bit of extra credit here, halting
He's still
up.
proud. He's still proud. Oh, with that helmet, that has to hurt.
And that was to the screen of Melting Encyclopedia, too. Worth noting. Punch to the gut.
The offense coming out for Lizard Slayer.
Little kick slam onto the mat. Lizard Slayer, someone's going to have to get back in that ring soon. Somebody's going to have to get in there because right now...
Lizard Slayer first.
We're verging on a count out. A 6 count.
Waiting for it. There's
Melting
return.
Encyclopedia back in the ring, but Lizard Slayer capitalizes on it.
Whoa!
All right, showboating a bit.
It's like he on a health potion. His attitude unaffected entirely.
Kick out
A
at
2
2
count.
for Melting Encyclopedia.
I think that Melting Encyclopedia just literally wasn't ready for this.
Is this a...
Almost a counter!
Oh?
But double counter thrown hits the ropes.
Slamming him right into the mat. Going
for a pin
pin
right away.
Kick out at
No
1
way.
again.
Lizard Slayer has too much energy right now. It might look like he's getting thrashed, but he's nowhere near done.
You know, Boot, it's worth remembering. There's no animation for drinking a health potion in Lizard Slayer.
Rope break!
Rope break, that's exactly what Lizard Slayer needed.
Are you suggesting that Lizard Slayer brought a health potion to the Qweave Rumble ring?
It's possible. There's no way to check it. Just goes right to his inventory. But he's on the ropes.
He
Quite
did have a
literally.
big comeback in the previous match, too.
But right now,
Melting
it's just not looking
Encyclopedia.
great
Gotta
for
go.
the Lizard Slayer. What's this? All right. Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
The fuck? Is it Baron Corbin? Baron Corbin! Baron Corbin! Baron Corbin from WWE shows up with a chair to the face of fucking Encyclopedia!
What was he doing there? Wait, why was he there? Wait, why was he there?
What is Lizard Slayer doing? Lizard Slayer capitalizing on it a little bit, but not that much. All right, clothesline taking Melting Encyclopedia down to the ground. But Melting Encyclopedia fighting back with a kick to the leg of Lizard Slayer, who's in that infamous hold. That hold that has it taps out. Baron Corbin wasn't enough to win Lizard Slayer that match. Melting Encyclopedia takes it anyways. Baron Corbin tried his best. I gotta be honest, I didn't know he was here.
Here's your winner, The Brain.
I think that's... Okay, I think that's maybe the single funniest wrestler that could have possibly come from...
Didn't do
come from the
anything.
WWE roster. I didn't know that could happen. I literally did... I think that's just a moveset that was in his moveset by whoever we put on him. I can't believe it was fucking Baron Corbin. I love Baron Corbin.
Fucking funniest shit that could have possibly
Oh my
happened.
god!
Melting Encyclopedia manages to win despite outside interference from the despicable Baron Corbin. And that brings us back to the commentary desk.
Is Baron Corbin the mole? I don't think Baron Corbin is the mole, but I don't
think-
know how he got here.
I think that he was in the audience.
He was in the audience? Oh yeah, we had our invitations out.
Yeah, I think
This
we
is
did-
invite only. This is very specific. We've vetted everyone who's here.
I think
Everyone
we
in this
did
building.
invite him. I think Baron Corbin was invited to watch the match.
Yeah, he was invited. I did make his entrance graphics.
I just didn't expect for him to show up and do that. Oh shit! Uh-oh. Hold on.
What?
I'm having a bit of a problem. My whole monitor just went black.
Ooh, you're back.
Hold on. Let's see. Can I see? No cable connected. Did my monitor cable just break?
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Give it an unplug and a replug. Here, let me disconnect Parsec.
No, that's not gonna do anything. Don't bother.
Okay. Technical difficulties here.
I literally don't know what to do. Of all the things to go fucking wrong, my monitor cable just appears to have broken. I actually don't know what to do.
Did you unplug it from the other side?
I don't know.
That's crazy. We can't even be like, oh, pause stream because.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's see if this fixes it.
Ooh.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. What's that? What do you do?
It just like came unplugged.
Okay, that's fine.
Like it stopped working, and then I nudged it, and my nudging it, I guess, made it go unplugged. But also, it did stop working for a while for no reason. I guess it was just loose.
Yeah, we're chilling. So that was crazy. That was absolutely fucking crazy.
Melting Encyclopedia with an actual shockingly earned W in that match.
That was really well. Like, it was kind of just I feel like there might have been some. You mentioned a health potion. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, because it looked like Lizard Slayer was being throttled out there.
Lizard Slayer used every single trick in the book to try and win that match, and it just wasn't enough.
It was
Melting
nothing.
Encyclopedia takes it anyways.
You know what this means? Melting Encyclopedia is the first opponent that we can guarantee we will see in the Qweave Rumble 2025.
You will definitely see. The only guarantees that ever exist in the Qweave Rumble are the winner of last year's Rumble will always show up next year. And I guess this, Melting Encyclopedia, winning a spot to go to the Rumble. Which prestigious
I have to say,
event.
As a game, maybe the most earned one that could have possibly come out of this.
Kind of true.
Like, legitimately, I think that Melting Encyclopedia is the main game that I could imagine us going back to.
I probably will when it's like out. Like
Absolutely,
I see
I'm
no
really
reason
looking forward
not
to it. That's insane. That's crazy that they made it that far. Big congratulations to Melting Encyclopedia.
Big congratulations. Massive congratulations, even.
With those technical difficulties handled,
we're
I think
getting
it's
to
time.
the home stretch at this
Oh yeah,
time.
we're getting to the home stretch. We have one match left.
We have one match, but we don't only have one match. We have one interview.
Before that, I want to bring up one video because we're going to go right from this interview to the match. I think. I want to do it
right now.
I want to do a poll. Well, no, I guess we'll do the poll in match. Will Heavenly Crazy show?
I'll just do it. You mean prediction? Or
yeah,
poll?
prediction. That's what I mean. Prediction.
Let's do the prediction right now. Oh god. Let's take a 2-minute long prediction.
Yeah. Alongside the video that we're about to show. We're reaching the end of our event, by the way. We're in the
Starting
final
prediction.
stretch.
Will Heavenly Crazy show up this time?
I think this is a good one because we're really hoping for it. Really send us home.
This has been something that, I mean, at this point, we expected to see him at the Rumble this year. We didn't really show up at the road to the Rumble.
I sure hope so. I hope he hasn't just completely abandoned people. And that's nothing to say for Dunks Frogman as well.
Yeah, who, hasn't been
we haven't seen in a long
all
time.
since
Almost
the
just as
Rumble.
much.
But, Dunks Frogman showed up at the Rumble this year.
I mean, of course.
He just hasn't been
Dunks,
seen a single
Dunks Frogman
time
got his
since.
ass handed to him at the Rumble
Yeah,
as well.
it did not go great for Dunks Frogman, though.
Looked like Lizard Slayer out there, I have to say.
A little bit. Do you want to run this interview?
Let's watch the interview.
All right, we have an interview that we're going to run, and then we're going to go right into our last match of the night. Let's check
Ladies
that
and
out.
gentlemen, our last question for the blunder.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? People have asked me a lot, why give up, Blunder? Why give up? And I don't see it as giving up. I see it as stepping forward to something else. I haven't told many people this, but at the Rumble, the 2024 Rumble, I took a big hit. Baldur, I love him. He's a great worker, but he botched his knee slam and direct hit on the bottom of my chin. I was almost out like a light. Couldn't tell where I was. The staff of the Qweave Rumble, we were able to get a message to Botleaf for quick elimination, but if that hit was any closer in my neck, I was done. I thought a lot about my wife, my baby boy, the Blonde Wonder, and it made me realize I don't have many hits left. Don't have many more tries to swing at this as much as everything's been done, and there's sure a lot that I'd love to do more, but it ain't worth it. So why one more? It's HC, man. It's HC. The last time that I stepped into a ring with Heavenly Crazy, that was at Qweave Rumble 3. We were going in there as the fiercest rivals that we could possibly be. Qweave Wrestling League champions. After our team had fallen apart, we distanced from each other. And for that to be the end of our relationship in the ring, to be so distinct from what we have with each other in real life, which is the two of us as brothers, as partners. Because we reconnected a lot after that match, and that whole year, he's everything to me. So I want to have one more chance for the two of us to fight, not as these fierce enemies, this misplaced rivalry. I want to be in there and give my last match with Heavenly Crazy hand in hand at the end, giving it our all as competitors and as friends. Do I think he'll show up? Well, he knows where to find me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
We're
main event of tonight's show. We have the Blonde Blunder.
Contest is a handy
We have Blonde
that's my
Blunder.
goat!
representing
For
Alliance
4 years
Charleston, West
in the
Virginia,
Qweave Rumble.
weighing in at 200
4 years in a wrestling league, this man has been fighting for us, and he is a legacy that deserves what's happening here. He is fighting everything.
And he's looking fucking great, by the way.
He's had lows, he's had highs, and this is the note that he wants to go out on. Surrounded by friends, surrounded by fellow Qweave Wrestling League competitors that he's known his whole life. Only his closest friends are left in the stadium. We've cleared everything. No Baron Corbin, no Mr. Price, only the best and only the Blonde Blunder himself.
Just those fellows who had positive things to say
hopefully-
about him.
Hopefully right down that ramp is Heavenly Crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Former Qweave Wrestling League.
Wait, what the fuck?
Whose music is that? No! No! It's the Beatle!
No!
No! No!
at a combined weight of 541
This is just gone for an interview!
Go!
How you...
Not a question
He's
of how
been-
we interviewed
he's
him.
He's been thrown around for the past 4 years. He's one of the Blonde Blunder's closest friends. He's the oldest member of the Qweave Wrestling League.
The first. And he's with the Bull Maniac?
Was he the mole? Was it the Beetle?
my god. And Blonde Blunder, it's 1 versus 2?
He's fighting it. He knows what's at stake. We're either seeing a Blonde Blunder victory or we're seeing the Blonde failure. Bringing it to the Beetle.
This is not the note. If you're the Blonde Blunder, this is not the note you want your career to go out on.
You have to remember, he's smart. The Blonde Blunder is smart. He is focusing the Beetle because he doesn't want the Mole Maniac in, but he gets the help.
The Mole Maniac, he can just step in at any time and change the momentum away from the Blonde Blunder, who's fighting against the Beetle, who's taunting.
Here comes a hit.
Knocked out
You
of
have
the
to
ring.
remember. Oh, going for the Mole Maniac. The Mole Maniac wasn't
reversal.
expecting it.
He was.
Big punch.
He was absolutely expecting it. Oh, and you can see Blonde Blunder a bit slow to get up after that beautifully
ready, though.
executed move.
Not the Beetle. Not the Beetle. What's he doing? No, on the side of the ring. We can't let it go like this. We can't let this happen. We need the Blunder to play it out. We need the Blunder to play it out. The Beetle getting some hits in, but you have to remember, this is the threat of the Mole Maniac. It isn't the Beetle. The Blonde Blunder could thrash the Beetle any day of the week, and he is taunting. He knows that. He's saying, get the fuck in here and fight me.
And the Beetle just not in control at all here. But the Blonde Blunder, I just don't think he's going to be able to get this pin.
He has to. The Beetle kicks out. He's got those long legs.
If the Beetle's ever looking weak, the Mole Maniac's right there to pick him up. And there's no one to pick the Blonde Blunder up.
He had to go for that kick.
Oh my god, going for the top
super
rope.
jump.
But Mole Maniac wanting a tag.
He gets the tag.
Blonde
This is the
Blunder
last
does
thing the Blunder
not
wants.
get to follow up 1v1 versus the Mole Maniac Beetle on the mat somewhere.
You have to remember, that's a huge hit from the Blunder, especially considering what Maniac did to Dunks Frogman.
This is true. This is a match between two real competitors right
Big hit.
now.
Over the ropes.
Knocking him out of the ring.
The Blunder is fighting. He took that one big hit on the ring against the Beetle. The
But
Beetle
he
shakes the
can't.
post.
He just is
He
not
can't get
getting
the
the
dive.
opportunity, and the Blonde Blunder likes being on that top rope. He can't follow up. He can't do any of the moves that I know would put these guys away, because as soon as he does anything that takes any amount of time, as soon as he does anything that isn't him running on instinct, one of these two members of the AFL is ready to break it up, to knock
I
him down from
think
the
he could
top
beat-
rope, to break up a pin.
He could beat either of these opponents. I don't know if he can beat both of them. They're
it's-
covering every downside that they have.
Mole Maniac
And with
in
those-
the corner.
With those big arms, the Beetle can do any tag. Here goes the Blunder. This is a big hit. Huge! He can
Face
end
to
it
the
here.
mat.
Go for the pin. Go for the pin, Blonde.
Going for a pin, but the Beetle is right there, ready to break it up immediately.
There's no chance.
Blonde Blunder looks like he was thinking about going for the Beetle, but chooses to focus his offense on who is definitely the more powerful opponent. Eats a boot to the face.
Out of the ring. Here comes the Mole Maniac. Top ropes. The Beetle
Axe
does a bit of a
handle.
boost.
Axe handle, double axe handle to the face of the Blunder, who is not in a good place.
He's put everything. He should be winning this match.
Forehead hitting the apron, the hardest part of the ring. But he's fighting back.
He's fighting with everything that he has. Big hit. Here comes a second.
Got him in
No,
a
he
hole,
can't.
but
There's no chance with the
almost
Beetle there.
Almost no reason to even bother with a hold in a matchup like this. He's just not
And
going to
he's
have
getting
the
stressed.
time.
He's doing a great job separating them. He is fighting as hard as he can. He might win this.
Beautiful
He might actually
execution.
just win this. He might take this Raw.
If he gets the Mole Maniac back in the ring, this might be a pin. The Beetle is out. This could be something.
I need to say, who does this? This is his
But
retirement
he
match.
rolls
A whiff.
out.
He rolls out.
And the Beetle is
is
back.
covering. Going for the pin. A kick out.
Kicks out, barely kicks out at that, but it looks like the Mole Maniac has something cooking.
Oh my god! Oh,
He's just choking him! He's just choking
He's choking him! He's strangling the Blunder! I don't think he's breathing! What? Did your cable come disconnected?
I don't know.
Is that Dunks? Dunks Frogman? Dunks Frogman here?
Just Dunks, though. No Heavenly Crazy again.
Whose music is this?
I don't know. I don't think I've heard this one before.
No fucking way! No fucking way!
Heavenly Crazy and Dunks Frogman together to help fight back. The Blonde Blunder does not have to do this one alone.
Those numbers are no longer out of match, and they are offset in a big way. Oh my god.
I think we reset this match from the top. This is what we were looking for.
What's going on?
Ladies and
One on the
gentlemen, and
outside.
everybody else, we have a 3v2 tag team
The
match
Beetle
now.
taking it to Dunks!
The Beetle and Mole Maniac versus Dunks Frogman, Blonde Blunder, and Heavenly Crazy.
This is a huge advantage for the Beatles starting in, because the height advantage over Dunks will give him something.
Dunks Frogman, a rough competitor to start this out. He has raw skill, but he's so small in stature. Going for a pin immediately, and the Beetle has already taken some offense in this match from Blonde Blunder, who, despite things not looking spectacular for him at the very end there, absolutely held his own against two opponents at once.
You have to imagine that the Blunder has been getting some training. Oh, that's not where the Beetle wants to be.
The Beetle
That's not where the
right
Beetle
into
wants
the
to
corner.
be. No fucking way!
Keeping up Dunks Frogman and Heavenly Crazy working together, and Heavenly Crazy's tagged in. The first time we've seen him in the ring in over a year.
Almost a year and a half since we've last seen Heavenly Crazy. And he is dumping everything onto the Beetle right now. Oh my
god, and already just the brute strength of Heavenly Crazy. Something that probably isn't new to the Beetle, who does issue a little bit of a counter, taking the upper hand for a second, but only a second.
To the floor.
Mole Maniac wants a tag.
Like I said, the Beetle has to have been doing some training. He has been absolutely trained in the AFL. He can't get the tag.
And Heavenly Crazy, just a clock to the face, right hook to the Mole Maniac. Get out of here.
Heavenly Crazy is breaking up the Beetle.
He's not even bothering with the Beetle. In that moment, he just capitalized purely on the Mole Maniac getting rid of the real threat.
Oh my god. Going for the pin. There's no way the Beetle gets out of this.
Beetle
He
does
kicks
get out of it.
He didn't even need the Mole Maniac. He kicked out, and Heavenly Crazy is holding his face.
Looks like the Beetle may have actually learned a thing or two, since we saw him at the Qweave Rumble earlier this year, where I think he had the fastest elimination ever.
Here comes Dunks Frogman.
Now,
we haven't seen Dunks in the ring either. He has to have been doing some training.
I do like that Heavenly Crazy and Dunks are giving Blonde Blunder a bit of time to recuperate here.
They have to. You have to. The Blunder is ready to get back in this fight.
It's honestly a miracle the Blonde Blunder held off for, what was that, almost
Big
7-8 minutes? All on his own versus two. Blonde Blunder eating a little bit of a hit from the Beetle, who looks like he's rallying some, but no.
No way!
Oh, but
what? No, he still gets him!
No,
He clips him with the knee.
with his boots, I think. Oh, dude, and just dancing on him.
Dropped on him, knee drop.
And tagging Heavenly
Get
Crazy
Crazy
back
back in
in.
there.
This is teamwork. Keeping everybody nice and fresh on that side.
Yet another full drop from Heavenly Crazy. The Beetle has not been able to get to the Momaniac. Oh my god!
Heavenly Crazy. Feeling himself here, and I think it's deserved.
How did he even
And
get in the
just-
ring? We locked down the doors. He would have had to have an inside man. He is feeling it.
Oh, with the strike a little bit. The Momaniac
He
is
didn't
in.
know. He didn't know, and the
And
ref is down.
Momaniac takes out the ref and Heavenly Crazy both. Referee luckily recovering a little bit. Little butt drop from the Momaniac. He was going after the Blunder. Still.
After everything, he knows why this match is going on.
Right onto the apron, but Heavenly Crazy, he's fighting back.
We know this ref. We know this ref 100%.
He may look eerily similar to the corrupt ref we went to prison to find, but he's a different guy, believe me. All right, Heavenly Crazy bringing it back to the ring. This is Momaniac and Heavenly Crazy, a matchup we were supposed to see.
Dude, another ref bump.
Worth
He
remembering.
knows this ref. He knows that this ref isn't in his pocket. He needs to target him. He needs to get him out of here.
Worth remembering. Heavenly Crazy is the one that sent Momaniac back into the earth from whence he came before he eventually re-emerged as a member of the AFL. This is a
what the
matchup
fuck
we've
was that?
seen before. The Beatles trying new things. I think he's a little inspired by the acrobatic feats of the Blonde Blunder and Dunks Frogman, but he's just not pulling it off because he's 7 feet tall and weighs 30
They are
pounds.
being throttled. As long as the Momaniac is not in this ring, there's nothing the Beetle can do.
Oh my god, and his neck right into the turnbuckle. Heavenly Crazy plotting on something, and that's
right on that big
the
head.
pedigree, but a reversal from the Beetle!
No way!
I don't know if we've seen anybody reverse Heavenly Crazy's infamous pedigree before. That might be the first time ever. Going for a pin.
Pin! Here's the Blunder!
Blonde Blunder breaking it up with a little
You ain't
swift
gonna let
kick.
that happen.
Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. I thought the Beetle was gonna do something. He's actually
The
tagging
Beetle's
out.
gassed. He's out
The
of energy.
Beetle is gassed. I think he was thinking about it.
He knows the Momaniac wants some revenge here.
The Beetle stacked his dumbbell with a lot of weight plates, but he realized he doesn't have gas in the tank for that.
Another pin
Momaniac
attempt,
still
and the Blonde
does.
Blunder is ready to break it up.
Blonde Blunder
He knows how
clearly
his
not about
match
to let
went.
this
He's doing the
happen.
same thing. A little taunt to the crowd, maybe a taunt to the Blunder.
That was a toss to the Blunder, with the Blunder seemed to have moved out of the way. But I don't really want to look at you like that, man. Oh my god, Momaniac getting a lot of control over this matchup with the Beatles
Here
back
comes
in.
the Beetle.
And if I'm being honest, this might not be what Momaniac wants to do, given how dominant that offense was looking.
Heavenly Crazy's been doing so many big hits. He's been taking so... Oh! And easily picking up dunks. Toss
Blunder.
against the Blunder. It's the Beatles' ring.
Oh, you
Beetle
can
clears
see,
it off
though,
himself.
Heavenly Crazy taking advantage of this, by the way. Knocking the Momaniac off. the
Hitting him with
apron
that
of the
same
ring.
apron attack. He really wants to make sure the Blunder doesn't get any further involved in this match. The Beetle has been disrespected by everyone in this industry, every crowd.
Even,
I think he just got fed up.
I saw in chat when the Beetle was giving his interview from somebody, the Beetle, you haven't done shit. Somebody said that. And I think he's here to prove everybody who said everything like that, every Rumble, year after year, he's proving them wrong.
Oh my god! Here comes Dunks!
Oh.
Dunks is ready to bring it to the Momaniac.
Nice kick to the Momaniac.
Dunks remembers what happened last time. There's the stranglehold.
And a headbutt from that powerful skull that the Momaniac has. Beetle back in. And a gigantic stomp! Standing to Dunks Frogman, a move you could only really pull off. Looks like the Blunder
Did he just eliminate Dunks?
No, it looks like the Blunder broke that up. Yeah, Dunks is still there. Dunks is still there. This is not an elimination match. This is a traditional tag team. If
they almost lost off of that.
They almost lost. I think Blunder was the only reason they did it. And the Blunder, I'm going to be honest, he hasn't been tagged in for even a second in this whole match. After that initial onslaught, he's just been
They need to give him the rest, dude. This is his retirement.
Dunks and Heavenly Crazy, they're buying time for the Blunder.
Wait, it's about to change!
What is it?
A counter!
Momaniac breaks out of Dunks Frogman. It looks like he was going for some
stranglehold.
level of teamwork. You don't like seeing this. This almost put Blunder away just a second ago. Heavenly Crazy breaks it up, but just barely, and the Beetle punishes him in response. Dunks is just... he's just being dominated here. And it looks like Heavenly Crazy is just tossed out of the ring.
Another stranglehold from the Momaniac. Dunks is the only one available. I mean, Blunder is the only one available. And he breaks it up again. Here's the Beetle. A big hit against the Beetle.
Dunks slid out of the ring, avoiding some of the offense for a second.
Uh-huh. Every group going after each other.
Blunder just... taking it to the Beetle outside the ring. He doesn't want that interference anymore. He wants this to be as honest as a match spawned by such absurd circumstances can be. Thank you for the $3 for the Kanos. I won't even blame you for believing in the Beetle at this point. He's not looking nearly as bad as he's looked for most of his tenure in the Qweave Wrestling League.
Oh!
Wait, was that a tag? Blunder is in!
Oh!
Working together!
The two-part finisher!
Beautiful!
The elbow drop!
Beautiful toss to the Momaniac. Oh, into the corner.
The Blunder is finally putting on some offense. He is going in!
Right into the turnbuckle.
Those quick taunts! No way!
Oh my god! I sense some pent-up aggression from the Blunder after all that he's been through in this match. Going for a pin, and is that it? No!
Broken up by the Beetle!
Breaks it up. Beetle breaks it up faster than Heavenly Crazy can break up the Beetle's attempt at interrupting the flow of this match. But the Blunder's staying dominant nonetheless.
He went to go for the tag, didn't get it. There's the hit on the Beetle. The Blunder is rolling.
Beetle knows. I mean, sorry, the
Into
Blunder.
the ref.
Oh my god, what was that? What was that? Oh, he's saying, hey man, get up.
HC tagging back in.
Heavenly Crazy back in. A statement has been made from the Blunder. And Heavenly Crazy in just enough to get that pedigree off. Is it going to be reversed? No!
No!
Gets it off. That's a pin, but the Beetle
Here comes
in
the
ring.
Beetle. They
Breaks
couldn't
it
get
up
to him in
again.
time.
Those long legs, he can get across the ring in like 3 steps.
Another bomb. Here comes the Blunder. He knows the Beetle is here. What the fuck is that?
I think he's just taunting on him, and that's it. Oh, top rope.
Oh, he's taken to the air.
And no one to break it up this time.
Wait for the get up.
Oh my god, missile drop kick to the head of the Momaniac. And going for that strangling wrist too. He doesn't want to see that move again.
Frame the corner. Turnbuckle. The whole gang is here. Get Dunks in on the action. Oh, the frog splash!
No, elbow! The supported elbow drop from the top rope from Dunks Frogman, who's back in. That's that splash that you want to see. But the Beetle, he's always there. The Beetle's always there, and he always gets there just a little bit faster. Heavenly Crazy.
Up on the other side, Heavenly Crazy on the same side as the Beetle.
Oh no, looks like he's coming back. Trying to keep this as honest as he can again, but I really don't know
like
how worth it that is.
Mole Maniac is at an impasse about whether or not to tag in the Beetle. He needs to get out of this ring. He's been taking so many hits, but the Beetle is such a question mark.
Oh wait,
shit.
I just saw Blonde Blunder tagged in again. And oh my god, just
Mole Maniac doesn't know! Mole Maniac doesn't know!
out of the ring, Mole Maniac all alone, Blonde Blunder to the top of the ropes!
Leg drop! Leg drop to the Mole Maniac! The Beetle's down!
Leg drop!
1, 2, 3! The Beetle! The Blonde Blunder has pinned the Mole Maniac at Road to the Rumble!
Here are your winners, the Alliance.
What a way to go! He wanted a retirement match. He got a retirement match. Jesus Christ!
A well-earned victory.
Let's go. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen in my fucking life. That is such an insane fucking match, dude.
Heavenly Crazy making a stunning return to the ring with Dunks Frogman.
In case
Hulkman,
anyone...
Blonde Blunder, turn those tables, man.
I found out that Dunks Frogman has been competing in the QWL under an alias for the past year.
Really?
He has been in it. He has been competing as the wrestler Kid Splash.
Kid Slam, I think.
Kid Slam! Kid Slam!
Do you have a picture of Kid Slam?
I do not have a picture of Kid Slam on me. I just found out about this.
That's crazy.
He has been active. He has been following the same steps of the AFL that we have. So they were ready. They were completely ready. Those little pop-ins that we saw, I think that little cutout where your monitor went out, they had that time to get Heavenly Crazy into the Road to the Rumble.
That's true. I did lose any semblance of what was going on for a little bit there.
What a show. Blonde Blunder. I don't think you could ask for a better retirement match. I actually don't think you could ask for a better retirement match. Legitimately.
Just
against the demon of the Qweave Wrestling League currently.
And seeing the Beetle turn that way, I mean, I guess that's like what he said in his interview.
Yeah,
guys like
he
him,
just
they
felt
gotta
disrespected.
They have to take opportunities wherever they can find them, and his opportunity in this case was joining what he saw as the winning side. And if he was in the Qweave Wrestling League, I can't blame him for thinking that was the winning side. I mean, we saw what was happening there. There were failures everywhere.
I think if you're a small talent, you're an up and comer, and you're fighting for your life in wrestling, I think that what the Beetle has done is provide an example of the worst thing you could be. And the Blonde Blunder has provided the example of the absolute best you could be. He was a jobber. In wrestling school, he was a jobber. He didn't get here by legacy or just faith from the higher-ups. The Blonde Blunder fought through wrestling school, tag teamed with Heavenly Crazy, and when Heavenly Crazy was out, he ran that league himself. People don't remember that. That whole time, Blonde Blunder was the one who kept fighting.
That's true,
and he never stopped.
Heavenly Crazy left. He moved on to just the Qweave Rumble circuit. He turned into, what some would call a dirty word in the wrestling world, a bit of a part-timer. Blonde Blunder, he was there. He was grinding every single day.
I am never going to diss on Heavenly Crazy because the man is a legend. And
No,
he has done so much for us
absolutely.
all.
But it's clear that he had a lot of things going on beyond just staying in the ring as much as possible.
Yes, yes. And the Blunder, he fought the whole time. And this is very clearly the best he's ever shown off.
I mean,
I'm blown away.
A 2v1 where the Blonde Blunder held his own.
He held his own
for minutes and minutes and minutes, and minutes might not sound like a lot, but we've seen this. We've seen 1v1s end faster than Blonde Blunder's 2v1 ended. We've seen main events end faster. I think Heavenly Crazy took the Mole Maniac down in their Qweave Rumble championship bout faster than it took Mole Maniac to truly get the upper hand on the Blonde Blunder with help from the Beetle.
That last bit, what I love is they gave him the time to rest. Heavenly Crazy and the Mole Maniac gave the Blonde Blunder the time to rest, to let him recuperate after those big slams against the edge of the ring skirt. And once he said he was ready to go, they let him in. They said, go get him. This is your moment. This is your show. What a way. What a way. The fact he got the pin. That wasn't Heavenly Crazy sets him up into the pin. That wasn't the Beetle, the Dunks Frogman does all the damage and Blonde Blunder gets the pin. Blonde Blunder,
he earned it.
Fought that entire time.
He whittled the Beetle and the Mole Maniac down when it was 2v1, and then when he got tagged in, he was gassed up. He was ready to go. He was doing crazier stuff than I think I've ever seen him do in his whole career. That was a man with something to prove. Yeah, the taunting, the moves, the teabag. The teabag was insane. I mean, the Blonde Blunder, you know,
we've seen that taunt from him. We've seen the crotch chop.
In the ring, the Blonde Blunder's always played that cocky character, but that was the most I think that character ever bled into how he truly was feeling. Because, I mean, let's be honest, he almost got shafted by those two. That was something that was
absolutely
just, it was not supposed to be in the cards. And the worst part of this, the worst thing of all is Salty took out Rory, and it seemed like it was for nothing.
I don't know, because Rory was in talks too. This goes all the way to the top. And I don't know how Dr. Price is going to react to seeing the Beetle, the newest recruit to the AFL, getting throttled like that, and B, his enforcer, the Mole Maniac, going down to the Blonde Blunder.
Yeah, the Blonde Blunder, I think he was just underestimated going into this. I think that Dr. Price, if he set this up, I think he was saying, hey, the Blonde Blunder, he's second fiddle. He's a real Marty Jannetty. He's nobody, you know? He's this guy who, he's just he's player two. He's the Luigi. He's green and everything.
What you have to remember
he was wrong.
I think that Dr. Price and the AFL, they saw this as an opportunity to establish their dominance on the biggest imaginable stage. The retirement match for a legend, a best friend of Heavenly Crazy. And he thought he sent Heavenly Crazy and Dunks Frogman running away with their tails between their legs. And they came back and they showed him, we will not be backing down no matter what the fuck you throw at us.
And now look at Mole Maniac and the Beetle. I think we don't even know where they are anymore. They fled the arena.
How do you think they feel about this? And here's the question. When this match became a 3v2, where the hell was Dr. Price?
He could have evened it out. He could have made this a match that was at least a little bit more fair. You know,
where's the boss?
Is he just not willing to get involved in something if he doesn't have that numbers advantage? Does he not want to fight an even match? I don't know.
If what we saw was Dr. Price showing that he's too afraid to get his fucking hands dirty, to attach to that little belt of his, and he's gonna send the Beetle and Rory Awesome and the Mole Maniac to do his dirty work for him, and he's basically sending them to get Blonde Blunder's crotch in their face in the fucking corner, I don't know how much authority that man's gonna hold here for very long.
Yeah.
Especially when a good half of his authority that he has comes from the fucking Bullmaniac.
Somebody who, I mean, let's be real, as we've seen over and over again, someone you don't want to get on the wrong side of. I don't know. I think all we can do is wait and see how this plays out at the Rumble next year.
There's only one way to find out, obviously, and that is wait to next year.
But by God, I'm not going to be thinking about how this is going to all blow off, because it looks like something's building. It seems like there's tension on the inside of the AFL, an organization that seemed so dominant just a few months ago.
What this looks like to me is a gun pointed to Dr. Price's head from at least 3 different directions. The blunder's gone, but how does Heavenly Crazy feel about Dr. Price? Because this is a targeted attack. This is a personal thing on him, the QFL. We know how Dunks Frogman feels. The two of them are targeting the AFL explicitly. And then you get the question of, what does Salty think about this?
Salty, who was just made to take down his apparent lover, Rory Awesome, in a horrifying fashion, and neither of them, it seemed like neither of them was something they wanted to do.
How does Salty feel about it? And you have to remember, Salty has a few more friends, and one of them is the Mole Maniac.
That's
and
true.
How is he going to be thinking about Dr. Price following this event? It's a lot of different angles that are pointing at him, and I'm very curious to see where these needles are going to land.
Ugh. I think that's the road to the Rumble. I think that's the Blonde Blunder retirement special.
That's the road to the Rumble.
Congratulations to Melting Encyclopedia for winning the Fresh Off the Grill tournament, guaranteeing themselves a space at next year's Rumble, and a just absolutely tremendous congratulations to Blonde Blunder, Heavenly Crazy, and Dunks Frogman.
I have to say, I say this every time. So, when we do all of these matches, we have no idea how they're going to end up. We literally don't. We have literally no fucking clue. Baron Corbin showing up?
Baron Corbin showing up is the funniest fucking thing in the entire world. I think that's insane. He might be on the hot seat, man. He wasn't supposed to be here.
No, he was invited. I invited him.
Alright, that was nice of you, I guess. You should tell him to not fucking interfere in random-ass matches for no reason next time.
Well,
I don't think he even knows Lizard Slayer. He just, like, did that.
He just hates Melting Encyclopedia.
Yeah, I guess.
The VOD's going to need a special guest star sticker
featuring
with
Baron Corbin. Yeah,
I'll give a lower for him. WWE superstar Baron Corbin, former NXT champion.
Much like our Wrestling Empire streams, it's always really funny when random things happen, and it's just like, all right, I guess this is a part of this now. So
that main event is one of the coolest things I've ever fucking seen.
Perfectly as it possibly could have.
That's a storybook ending.
I'm so glad. I was saying this because I did not know how that match ended. Right, like We've said this a few times. We pre-record matches, but I do it with like a fucking. I did it with a fleece jacket. I had a fleece jacket over my monitor, and I like lift up the lower right corner where the menu appears after a match is over, and if I see that the menu exists, I press enter on my keyboard, and that instantly takes me back to the main menu. And that's been my approach for every Rumble: is I pre-record the matches because these games suck and crash all the time, and it's easier to just record them.
Yeah.
But I generally don't know how they end unless I literally need to know how they end for some reason. So I think
the main events are so fun because it's our chance to be like completely fucking blind.
I love the progression of the Qweave Wrestling League story. I think it's the best thing ever, actually. Oh, I think that's it though, man. I think that's it.
We have one piece of fan art. This is badass.
Thank you, Pumpkin Arcade, for drawing this wonderful art of our brand new commentator fits, which look better than ever. These are great. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm happy with our new little looks for our our commentator desk. It's very fun.
Can you bring up the GIF that Amy posted in general? What an event! What an absolute fucking event, dude!
This is a really long GIF. Hold on. He does crotch chops at Mole Maniac.
That's my fucking goat, dude.
Oh, thank you so much. You don't remember the Beatles' origin? The Beatles' origin, it's actually mad funny. The Beatles' origin is like lost media. Because the Beatle was not a Rumble character. I just streamed SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. And the Beatle was like my character that I made to try and play the game with. And his only thing that he ever did was he had a tag team partner named JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, who was like a nasty, like fucked up triangle man. And he was constantly feuding with Eugene, who is a very insensitive character that the WWE had in the mid 2000s, and he's very bad. He's not a good character, and that was the Beatles' arch enemy, was Eugene. And the Beatles' only goal was to beat Eugene one time, and I don't think he ever did until we did a backstage brawl where the Beatles just like annihilated Eugene with like a brick basically and killed him. And that was the last time the Beatle was seen until the first Qweave Rumble where he showed up and lost, and then he's shown up in every Qweave Rumble since then, and he loses every single time. But his actual stream is like a Picardo era stream that I didn't record, and it's not backed up anywhere. So no one who wasn't there at the moment, like 4 years ago, knows what the Beatles' first awesome arc is. It's totally lost. But it is also extremely funny that was his first appearance. Like, he's been pathetic since day one. And I tried to make him good, too. I just completely failed. Like, he just has always been terrible, no matter how hard I try. This was his best showing he's ever had as a wrestler, I think, tonight.
The Beatle looked like all the training that he got did pay off.
For the Beatle, he looked like $1 million. Like, he looked really good for the Beatle. You think he's juicing? I don't think he's juicing. I think that he was just under the study of the Mole Maniac and Dr. Price, both of whom, like, the Mole Maniac got a lot better at wrestling once he started hanging out with Dr. Price, who is just, like, authentically good.
Yeah.
So I think that just generally being in that AFL sphere, it helps you get better, you know? You do learn a thing or two, but at what cost, you know? It has, like, a soul cost, a moral cost.
And I think that's kind of showing, is the thing.
Yeah. And like the
Dr. Price, he's a doctor. He probably has access to the stuff.
The synergy in the Blonde Blunder, Heavenly Crazy, and Dunk's Frogman Corner, the Crazy Frog team.
I want to say
it was just spectacular.
That is easily the most that a tag team in this game has ever looked like a tag team.
Actually, really true. They were like doing tag team moves and working
They were doing
together.
tag moves. They were planning their route.
Yeah, and it was really funny because it was like tag team that actually functions versus what you normally get with tag team matches in this game, where two guys just like work in a weird, like, dissonant way where neither of them seem to ever be on the same page. So, I don't know. It was awesome. But until Tuesday, good night. Thank you for coming out for a wonderful night. Thank you for coming out to the road to the Rumble, the Blonde Blunder Retirement Special. I will see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye!